Hello, people of Earth. This is a cosmic crone conversation. We are crones and we are cosmic with me, Tina.
And me, Marie.
And today we are talking about Pleiadians.
No, do it properly.
Okay, today they are called Pleiadians, but they started out as Pleiadians. So you're either a Pleiadian fan or not, or a Pleiadian fan, or think it's all a load
Or
of
Sunday
garbage.
night at the Palladium.
We're going to delve in. So here's our episode on Pleiadian Pleiadians. That's where we put the
That's
thing
it.
in, right. So where do we start, Marie?
Please explain to me, Tina. Actually, I don't know a lot about all this, and it's just completely blew my mind because I thought I heard of it and all that, and you know what they look like and everything like that. See, this is why I should have been over there because you see how.
Stop glasses.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, I'm messing about. Go on.
Yeah, no, I understand because for years I've known about the Pleiadians, known they are, let's say known, but common knowledge, which is there isn't any proof, but they are an alien race from the Pleiades constellation, and apparently they are like the Nordic, blonde-haired, tall, slim, pale skin, probably blue eyes. When you go back, though, to where this was first created or thought of, you come to a name, a man called Billy Myers.
Yeah.
So we researched Billy Myers. And Billy Myers was born in Switzerland in 1937. He said from the age of 6, I think it was, that he was visited or he channeled these cosmic beings from the Pleiades star system, but in a different dimension. They were called Pleiadians, not Pleiadians. This is where Pleiadians come from, as in the meaning that today's version. So Pleiadians is what he said he was channeling, and the galaxy or whatever it was that they're from is like the twin of it in our dimension is Pleiades. So somewhere along the lines things got changed, but we'll get into that later. So we're going to start at the very root of where this, I wouldn't call it a cult, but you may disagree.
Well, if you say start at the beginning, right, bloke, Billy Myers,
Yeah.
Swiss. Do you get me? You've got to go with the facts of that.
Yeah, because he said, like his own kind were blonde, blonde, fair, tall, slim, maybe blue.
Although he had red hair when he was younger.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's just sort of like, yeah, I feel like there's a bit of ego there pushing towards the Swiss look. And then he said later on, this went on for years, I presume, because it obviously went into the 70s and then into the 80s.
We'll go back, right, because I think you're jumping, right. The thing is that this bloke said he channeled these things, these beings. He made videos.
Yeah.
Of
photos.
Sorry?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Photos. Yeah.
And they ain't real. They ain't real. He weren't took on a spaceship.
So
he weren't. Don't tell me.
When you look at the evidence that he had, he apparently took photos of these two blonde, tall, female aliens that he obviously interviewed that were called Askit and Nera, and were later found out to be two actresses. Yes, you researched this.
This is where I haven't gone all galactic Federation. I've gone what? Huh? What the fudge?
Oh, funnily enough, I've got to tell you, I was watching the Tomorrow People. Do you remember that 70s sci-fi show? And halfway through, it was like the second episode or something. Halfway through, he said the Galactic Federation. I thought, well,
but you haven't explained.
No, this is exactly what Billy Myers said, that these people are trying to form, these aliens.
This Galactic Federation.
So
let's go back to the people, the two like
women.
Extraterrestrials that he said. Did he say he went on the UFO and he took pictures of them? Is that what he said?
On their spaceship.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Maya later claimed that, he said that the Pleiadians, so I can't say the word. Pleiadians gave him substitute photos, right, when he had took these photos of these two alien ladies, and when he went to get them developed, they'd swapped pictures, right?
Men in Black, not the Pleiadians.
No, hang on. He said that, right? Yes, I agree with you. But then in a documentary I was watching on one of the women who went to visit him, who was one of the women that he claimed looked like one of these aliens, she was trying to understand how she'd come into these situations. He said then, this was 2017, that the FBI had got involved and that they'd swapped pictures. Basically, from what I saw of the picture, he took a picture of her on the TV.
Yeah, which was a Dean Martin show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was there in the room with him.
Yeah.
Older.
Yeah.
Saying to him, how come this happened? There was drawings in this book, right? And one of them looked like Kenny Rogers in the 70s. Honestly, he said that they'd substituted. He said the critics said it was a convenient back pedal. Oh, well, the FBI took it, the Pleiadians did. But his ex-wife said that he'd staged all the images himself.
And she helped him. And the UFOs, they used things like dustbin lids and kitchen utensils. And when you look at the pictures, they do look like 1970s, there's something out of Thunderbirds or Star Trek, with things hanging, and it just looked so 70s.
What were them? Clangers? What was it? We're off to was it after Button Moon? It was all that kind of thing. There was things that he's predicted. What I'm trying to do, I am trying to character assassinate because of other things that you'll come up with. There was one thing about predictions that he'd made. Now, my theory is he had a massive ego and just wanted to be well known, just wanted to be
fine.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm doing this on purpose. I'm having a look at my notes to say that he said he predicted like 9/11 and all this. Do you know what people have? I'm not denying all that, but he predicted it in 1995. But it was in 1990.
Yeah, but he says these things.
No, sorry.
After.
No, sorry. Example, the 1995 prediction was posted on his website after 2001. Sorry.
Yeah. So everything that he said he predicted, like climate change, or just for instance, had already happened. That he said.
This is the bloke.
Well, I said it before then.
I find it hard to deny him that he was contacted by anyone.
So he created apparently the Galactic Federation of Light. Sounds like something out of Star Trek, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And it beat me up Scotty type of thing. And I am laughing because he's obviously been outed by his ex-wife. And sorry, I'm not. Actresses.
He's going to say that people are funny.
Him.
Yeah, because she's not married to him anymore.
Yeah. True. But the thing was, all what he did over those years inspired this, like we said, it's like not a cult, but this belief system that Pleiadians came or are from the Pleiades constellation. So he still says, no, it's not Pleiadians, they're Pleiadians. He still claims this. That
Yeah, sorry,
he
I've got
dismisses
too many.
that the Pleiadians are not the Pleiadians, but obviously this has definitely come across, and there was a definite changeover with this at a certain time when we were going through like the 80s, 90s, and there's a guy called Wendell Stevens who was a retired Air Force pilot and UFO investigator. So he was one of the first to publish, because obviously Billy was Swiss. He didn't speak or write his books in English. So Wendell was the first person to translate his material into English. This was like 70s, 80s. And he changed in his book, the English version, Pleiadian to Pleiadian and the Pleiades star system. And that's where we get today's Pleiadians from. So people that actually channel Pleiadians today are basically going on what this guy said from this book and changed it from the Pleiadians, which to me it's not an original channeling session.
Yeah, you might have had a channel from somebody else.
Yeah.
But I think he's made it up about what they look like, where he was, because apparently one of the UFOs looked like a wedding cake, and one of them was looked like the dustbin lid from a DIY place. You know, where they lived. The last thing you want to do is actually put somebody down for channeling another source.
No,
it's the last thing we want to do.
It's a real phenomenon. I mean, it's real. I do it.
Yeah.
You've had things come through, haven't you? Even though you haven't practiced.
Yeah, they come to me when they're like, wow, and
yeah, and see, his early notes stated that Pleiadians were from a system in a different space-time dimension aligned with Pleiades. So, I'll have to show you a picture of one of the UFOs. Actually, yeah, I'll have it up on the screen.
Yeah, I've got my stuff on the computer. I've run out of pen, and I put notes down and took some sauce.
Sauce, yeah, the saucer. I mean, they could be original UFO flying saucer photographs. I can't debunk that.
Yeah, I just think that he's made it up. But people will say, well, how come I've channeled a Pleiadian? How come I channeled one of them? You probably channeled. Can you say, or you're coming up to it regarding when you use the cards? When we were talking about this before?
Yeah.
And what happened within that reading, or what come to you? So
I've got this spiritual oracle deck called, they're in my car now, what are they called? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah. So I've got this spiritual deck, and in them are Pleiadians. So this person that's designed and drawn pictures of these Pleiadians on these cards. Their idea again is it's like a subconscious thing, isn't it? It's you follow something, like I keep going on about the chakra colours being rainbow colours, which is a load of bullshit because it's somebody put it in a book years ago, and then the idea gets adopted, and through time it's just accepted.
Yeah.
And this is what's happened with Pleiadians. There was this major channeler called Barbara Marciniak, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, from the 1990s, who said the Pleiadians she was channeling, And also the thing that come out of this was about star seeds.
Yes.
That all stemmed from that.
Yeah, when you look it up, it's starseed and Pleiadians.
And this Pleiades is these Nordic type of star beings. It's stuck, and everybody now accepts it. So when she's channeling Pleiadians, who is she really channeling? Because they're not Pleiadians, they're Pleiadians from a different dimension. And this Nordic look, how comes that now through this book that Wendell Stevens done, with it translated and changed it Pleiadians, she's now channeling Pleiadians, which technically don't exist.
I think ego, again, has come into this, and you don't want to look like an idiot.
Misdirection?
Yeah.
And he still insists that it's wrong, this Billy. He still insists that it's not. It's Pleiadians.
There was a thing you brought up about cults, right? I've been looking through some of the stuff, and he said that Maya himself and the supporters of FIGU, what's that? Figgy-Yugi-Boo.
Oh, yeah, it's a thing that he
set up.
Yeah.
Like he's organised.
Friends of whatever it was.
Yeah, Gigi right. He said it's, oh God, he said it's not a sect or a cult. He stated that it's democratic, non-profit group focused on love, harmony and humanities, if that's a word, and denies being a guru or an authoritarian leader.
But
right, but don't pull my plonker.
Yeah, but the thing is that might be non-profit, but he makes profit from books and other stuff. So it is profit.
Yeah. And but I'll come to something later about what I cult and what he does.
And the ego thing. So when it was changed from Pleiadians to Pleiadians, it's not his anymore, so he's got the ump about it. Because now it's everyone's aliens, not just him channeling.
Free community.
Everybody's doing it. So he's lost that it's mine type of thing.
Sorry, I was going.
Yeah.
That's me jumping in.
So going back to the cards, actually, so I did.
Go on.
All right.
I was just moving.
Did a reading with these cards, and after we'd sort of spoke about this together, I said, okay, look, I did channel before I used the cards, and I said, can you please tell me, we would like to know the truth. And I got this brown looking skinny alien. There was definitely not what a Pleiadian would look like. It was very skinny limbs, a chocolate brown body with like bluey, orangey, I don't know, bright eyes, but not a very clear face, very tiny head, but very long limbs. And it was just like floating as if they didn't use limbs. It was just to get a human-like figure because there was no muscle. They don't need it. And I don't know what sex it was. He did say that we were being lied to. We wasn't being told the truth. And immediately I chose a card from the deck, and the picture I will put up again was the same as what I saw. It was a close-up, so you can't see his whole body, it was just a face. But it was what I saw, this brown figure. And I saw the figure before I chose the card, and I've not often used these cards, and it wasn't a card that I'd seen before that come up. Yeah,
sent me a picture and go, this is exactly what came to me.
It was so weird. And the name of the card was something to do with deceit or
it was about, like, don't believe it.
Yeah. So that, to me, synced with what I saw. So in my eyes, it was saying that they're not Pleiadians. They're not what you think they are. They're not these blue-eyed, blonde-haired from Pleiades galaxy, Pleiades star system, whatever it is.
Like I say,
there's a story.
Yeah.
This is the story behind where Pleiadian idea comes from.
I just wish, in my opinion, I wish that I could believe what he says, because again, I don't want to knock anyone.
Sorry, the card said led astray.
Ah,
Being
right.
led astray, that's what
So
it was.
it was not believing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think this poor bloke would never not have any attention in his lifetime if you came up with this. It was, to me, it was a time when people were coming out the 60s, or it was around the late 60s. There was psychedelic drugs and
maybe he was on drugs. There's not much
there's nothing
background to
about
is
it.
there?
No. But I did see a mushroom patch in his garden, but that's another story. No, I didn't know. But I'm just saying, right, some people who are in a position of being motivational to others, look up Jonestown.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'll say no more because I think that's something else.
Quite a lot of people
and I'm not comparing him to Billy Myers. I'm just saying somebody who's charismatic. I don't think Billy Myers was charismatic, but somebody who wants... do you know, I'm finding it hard to say without being rude. Right, I'll say it straight. Somebody who wants to be loved, somebody who wants attention, somebody who's got a big ego, somebody who might have a bit of narcissism going on.
That's the word, yeah.
Right? And I think he's took something, made it, and then gone all... I mean, to the day of 2017 when I seen this, I seen two videos. One where he was talking, I think, when he was in Switzerland. I was still in Switzerland, but he had an English talking.
I didn't know. Is he still alive?
Well, he was in 2017, and that's what I keep adhering to. So I'm sorry, do you know, I never looked that up. I shall look that up while you're talking in a minute.
Because, I
was going to say, and I think we all have a little bit of that in us. I'm telling you now, what he done, in my opinion, was brilliant, because he didn't go around preaching. He's got people coming to him. Is anybody following me on this one? Right? He would never be without somebody going, so Billy, when you wrote that book, I don't know, haven't got that personality, so I don't know what it means to be loved like that. The drawings that he showed, his picture just happens to be one picture of a woman off a TV who looks like her. It's all basic, it's all innocent, and I think he's allegedly duped a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think it got out of hand. Bit of fun with his wife, doing a bit of dustbin lid stuff. Oh, look at me. Because there was a lot of, what do you call them, people making movies.
Yeah, like you said, with Thunderbird.
Yeah, and I saw a UFO, which I believe, but about things, but making up the films, you know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of CGI stuff and that in them days, I know.
Yeah.
But it's something about perspective of where it is and all. You can look into it, boil it down. He was a bloke who got lucky saying, I found this, and here we are. That's what I think. Don't hate me. Don't shoot messenger.
So where it's gone on from that to today's version of Pleiadians, and there are a lot of people out there that channel these beings, are they really channeling some sort of blonde being? Because this is the story where it's come from. Always like to research where things come from. I'm total into, we're more than just life and die.
Yeah, because don't you think
I'm not an atheist. I do not believe in God, a God. But I believe they are beings.
Don't you think what you're saying, in a way, is a bit of a kick in the teeth to what you believe in? Because you believe in things like this, let's put it that way.
Yeah, but I always look for another perspective. And I have looked up Pleiadians as Pleiadians, but something sparked me to look beyond and before.
Yeah.
And the root of where they first were spoken about. And the thing is, I believe in the reptilians. I believe that they are a race, whether you want to go through, like David Icke and stuff. And I followed him for a while.
Do you know who come up with that?
Some I don't.
Do you know who said that? You know where it came from? Was
the
it
reptilians?
Yeah, Egyptian or further than that? It's been documented.
Yeah. See, his research.
History.
Yeah. He's not someone that said, I've seen these and I channel these, blah, blah, blah. He's researched history, evidence, symbolism through Illuminati. And
Who?
David Icke.
Oh, I was talking about Mayas then.
No. So what I'm saying is that the reptilians do deceive because they're shapeshifters. So
are you channeling reptilians?
Yeah. Are you channeling something that's deceiving the human race? Didn't
you go beyond the card though? Didn't you? I think this is what we were talking about, that really something else has come in, shapeshifted.
Yeah, so I want to actually do a channeling session on the podcast, I think next week, about Pleiadians, about alien races, and really get down to the nitty gritty.
And how would you do that, Bob?
What, channeling?
No, look, how would we set that up? Is it something that's going to be not so much the channeling, but are we filming what happens to you or me? And
we'll sit here and we'll channel. For those though that are listening and not looking,
I think we're going to have to get our thinking caps on about it. That's why I was asking.
Edit a bit and add a bit for the non.
And maybe have a guide.
Yeah. So these interdimensional beings can be dangerous because they can enter your subconscious as well. So anytime you are doing any channeling, please do some protection for yourself. I always do that bubble.
Yes, you
just,
do, don't you?
Just look up how you can protect yourself, protect your aura, and only let in love and light. Always only love and light allowed. And that's how I will always do it. And I've never had anything bad, never had any negative thing come in. And I think I could decipher whether something was evil or not for our good if it come through, because I feel that something is naturally
I hope
good or
somebody is listening or watching this who actually does channel these beings. Please tell us what's going on. Like how do you see them, feel them, and all that? And I think you got to have an open mind and say, am I calling this thing, this entity, this serpent, whatever it is? Am I channeling them and giving them a name of something that they're really not, because somebody's deceiving me? I wonder if you can open your mind to the fact that it might not be what Billy Myers said.
Yeah, and
you've just took it up, because it really worries me about people taking on other people's beliefs.
Yeah.
Segue into, like, because my brain works like this, doesn't it? I compared it to Scientology. Nah, it's nowhere near. Do you know what I mean?
It's a different.
Nowhere near. What I'm trying to say is it can be culty. It can be culty, and people will say
there could be separate factions that, groups that have taken this and gone on.
Yeah, and around that time as well, just in the last, what was it, in the 60s? Was it the 50s? L. Ron Hubbard was a science fiction writer, and that there's a lot of things. I mean, please go and research it yourself, because there's no way on this planet that I really want to get into it right now. But Billy Meyer claims to be the seventh prophet.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Right. Claims to be the seventh prophet in a spiritual lineage of Enoch, Muhammad, Maya
Oh,
and guided
come
by extraterrestrials. Humanity must follow Maya's spiritual teaching, passed on from the Pleiadian aliens to survive upcoming catastrophe. I nearly said pistachios. Listen to this before I go anywhere. Wow. L. Ron Hubbard presented himself as humanity's ultimate spiritual authority through Dianetics and Scientology teachings. Humans are immortals, and you have thetans all over your body, because I know a little bit about this, right? Trapped in repeated reincarnations, and salvation comes via Scientology auditing and training. And the human trafficking cult. But there you go. Yeah. But you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, you go and have a look and compare Billy Myers. Remember, we're a one-stop shop of go and find out yourself. To understand it more, or take it in at your leisure. It's just our conversation. It's just what we're thinking and what we've looked at. There's study groups for Myers and online forums, whereas Scientology, it's more aggressive public outreach, free personality test, and pressure you to enrol in courses. I think some comparisons can be made. I could go on and on and on about that, the comparisons. I still feel that
him saying that, what you just said, I never knew he said that about himself, like he was the seventh, like a messiah.
Oh, we leave the tasty bits to the end.
So no, that is totally for me.
Does that put the cream cheese on top of the carrot cake?
Yeah, that's a high ego narcissist, isn't it? Yeah.
Both of them, Scientology and Billy Myers, they see their teachers as the only true path. Dangerous. Dangerous.
This Wendell guy that's changed Pleiadians to Pleiadians, and he's taken out that they were from a different dimension, just like on the same level as Pleiades star system. He's changed it to they are Pleiadians from the Pleiades star system because it sounds easier to digest. Pleiadians are from the Pleiades galaxy. So he's made that own little bit up. It's like Chinese whispers. Things get changed, don't they, along the way? And it's been accepted. So, yes, the Pleiadians are real then because this bloke's invented it. Like, no.
I could do this tomorrow. I could do it right. I sound like, I am taking the mickey. I am. It's just a case of, I can see through you. Why don't I make one? I tell you what, I'm going to make up.
There are.
The school of, hang on, no, let's go. Let's go with the Oceanic Duran Club. I'm going to take it, where Simon Le Bon
is actually a being from outer space.
Yeah, and he came down in an egg with Mork.
Yeah.
Nanu. No, what?
Yeah, there's another.
You can believe
there are others out there. There's this guy that he says he channels this thing, alien, whatever, called Cryon.
He's got a pair of glasses.
I lost Cryon.
Cryon, yeah.
And people, again, he's got thousands of followers, and there was something I watched and I caught him out.
He told Porky Pies.
He got something wrong, and I thought, well, that's it.
Everybody can make mistakes too, though.
Exactly. It was a mistake that nobody noticed, and I think I commented on one of them. Because I do like to watch things and see. I'm not out to make everybody wrong.
Would you?
Because, like I said, I'm going to channel. I'm going to get hold of some being and have a good old chat. Yeah.
And then we could sit here and look like proper nanas.
And I could do it every week, and then, it could be a regular thing, and I can become the 8th Messiah.
Yeah.
Yes. Mistress.
I just think there's behind Billy. I'm not going to go on about anything else because I think I've made that clear. I just think he wasn't telling the truth. That's all.
So if you do believe that Pleiadians are these Nordic-looking beings from the Pleiades galaxy. Fair dues to you. We've just told you.
Grab your life and go.
Yeah,
I said
we've
this
just
to
told
you.
you where we've researched and found out that it stems from the idea. So
And where
take what
other
you
things
want.
have stemmed from, and there is no basis, no proof.
I'm
no nothing.
disappointed.
Yeah, do you know what?
There's
It has
glimpse
been
of-
a little hard doing this. I said to you last night, didn't I, on the
because
phone?
I'm all
I don't
for
really want to do it
contacting-
in the sense of because you're putting somebody down. But there again, you got to call it out for what it is.
Yeah.
Basically, you go on because I've just
Well, we hope
you'll have
we
to cut this
haven't
out.
shattered your dreams or shattered your ideas and beliefs. It did a bit mine, but like I said, I have to look for the truth.
It didn't shatter
I'm
mine.
upset.
It just made me feel a bit like another one.
It just makes me look at everything now that's been made, like books have been written, mediums people have channeled. The cards that I've got that have the Pleiadians in them. And I know when I'm using the cards, sometimes it's not that comes through.
Really?
So, yeah, and like I said, when I have channeled and I've used these cards or I've used something to do with Pleiadians as a tool, it's never been, I've never seen these blonde beings. I've seen like the greys. I've seen these long, skinny, whatever they are, beings. When we did the CE5, we both saw.
Oh, I
these
did. I explained it to you, didn't
we
I?
both saw exactly the same thing in our minds. So it's a telepathic thing. So they're the interdimensional, when they can get into your subconscious. Or it's telepathic, talking to each other, images. But no, Pleiadians, no. So
There is some, but it ain't what he said, Billy Miles.
yeah. So let's leave it at that.
That's our opinion.
Yeah.
And his alleged prophecies. Oh, shit.
So please come visit us again next week when we will be doing a channeling session.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening and watching to us here from North Cyprus. And it's great that you keep coming back for more to Cosmic Crone Conversation podcast. Take care. See you next time. And, goodbye from me, Marie.
And goodbye from me, Tina.
See ya.